man. Boring me anyway. So, another adventure. Oh, dear me. Oh. Oh. Hope you can see me alright, guys. Let me just switch that around a bit. Yeah. Oh, I've got the tent up. It took me about 40 minutes to get this tent up in this wind on my own. It was hard work, really hard work. But I did it methodically and took my time and rested in between inserting poles and stuff. So, it's horrendous. Anyway, I'm on the tops in Lancashire. You can see there's a lot of wind noise. The tent, hopefully will stand up to this tonight. Before I came out, checked the weather tonight. It's going to be 55 miles an hour, gusts up to about 70, I believe. So we'll see how it copes. I'm only a mile away from the car, slightly uphill, but if I have to bail out, it's not too far. I've got my head torch and everything, so thinking of safety. So yeah. So what I'm going to do now is just unpack my kit and get my sleep system ready, and I'm going to have a beer. Right, see you in a bit. Oh, right, my buzzing beauties. I'm absolutely knackered. Yeah, wind's bad, really bad. Camera's shaking probably. But I'm in my tent. I've got changed out of my wet clothes into my dry clothes. My socks are drying. Really damp. There's a reason for that, really. But I'll tell you about that later. I've had to resort back to my old faithful boots, my Timberlands. So even though they're fantastically comfy, the grip's gone on a little bit and they're a bit worn on the sole, so there might be a bit of a leak in the sole, and it's gone through to my socks, so that's why they're saturated. But hey, it's all good. So I'm out, and oh, torrential, absolutely torrential. I had hailstone on the way, so I got battered about with my rucksack on. So yeah, I'm out, and in Storm, what's she called? Eugene or Eugenie, Storm Eugene. But I'm going to see how this Naturehike Cloud Peak II backpacking tent stands up. It's semi-geodesic, so it should be okay. I'm just worried about the aluminium poles, whether they're a bit too thin, but we'll see. I've staked it out with long kind of hand stake type of things, awning stakes. I've done that with the guidelines and put bricks on them as well, stones on them. So hopefully the guidelines will stay in place and keep the tent secure. But yeah, as you can see, it's it's a bit bad. But anyway, I'm going to get my mat up now. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I think it's because the tent's going in on it. So yeah. So I've got a couple of base to have as well. But what I'm going to do now is pump my mat up. Show you how quick that goes up. And fit the right fitting. That's the one. It's great as this. I've had this since I started, to be fair. Spotted it on Amazon. It's been brilliant. Flex gear tail and comes charger. It's not the new one because the new one comes with a light and everything. This was the original one I got when they first came out. So loads of attachments to fit, and yeah, it's not got a light on or anything. But the new one does. It has a light, lamp, and I think it has a charger type of thing. What do you call it? Power bank as well in it. This one just does what it says on the tin. It blows my mat up quite quickly as well. Here we go. It does help if I kept it in. That's going up nicely now. Trekology UL80, this one is fabulous, love it. Yeah, sleeping mat, Trekology UL80. As usual, I'll put all the links below. Oh, look at that. Oh, how thick that is. Say it like that. Ah, you prick. Oops. I took the whole thing out, didn't I, instead of the what is it valve, the non-return valve. Right, that's it. I put it in a bit too strong, but there we go. That's that. Onto me camping insulation mat. Just keep me a bit of warmth in. Right, torch in there. Getting alright bashing, aren't I? Trekology pillar. Comes in a little bag. Again, love this. Because you can have it as soft or as hard as you want. It's got a little valve in it and just press to deflate. So got a thing to go around your mat. This don't need to blow up with that, I'm just blowing up with my mouth. There you go. Awesome. I'm trying to set me sleeping bag in my mat. Brilliant. And then I've got my usual OEX Fathom EV300. This is good for down to 1 degree C comfort rating. Limit -9, I think, no, -5, and extreme -22. So, should keep me warm. I forgot my long johns tonight, but I'm going to have, I don't think I'll need them. I'll have my water bottle. My hot water bottle. So that's that. That's that. Take the top off. down there with the rubbish. Sleep up that end. And that is my sleep system. It's an 8. Job done. Press. There. Also use this to deflate as well, which is handy. Put that there on the bottom. Right, so what I'm going to do now is have a beer. So, cheers everybody. Here's to Storm Eunice, or Eunice, or whatever. Who names these storms? Ridiculous names. Why couldn't it be Emma or something like that? Eunice. Hey, I'm not saying Eunice is a bad name for any Eunices out there. But it's unusual, isn't it? Anyway, Faith in Custard, Northern Monk, my fave, and it's lovely. It tastes like rhubarb and custard. Bit of grit on top of that. Anyway, cheers everybody. Ooh. Right, nice and toasty for the moment. Roomy tent this, it's like a palace. But, like I've mentioned before, it's not a 4-season tent. Because it's netting this, so it's half netting, half solid. Should be full solid with some small netting for vents for the 4-season. And there's no outside skirt around it at all, so wind can get underneath it. So it's definitely not 4-season. But we're coming out of winter now, aren't we? I don't think the temperature's going to be too bad tonight, maybe 2 degrees, something like 1 or 2 degrees. So it should be okay. But obviously the wind. Storm Eunice, I think, is here. And gusts of up to 70, I believe, and during the night, and it's 55-mile-an-hour winds where I am, with gusts up to 70, so weather it is a matter of problem. Like I say, I'm going to test this tent out, see how good it really is. I do like it a lot, just need to build a bit of trust in it really, so we'll see. It's staked out properly, with longer stakes like I mentioned, so that's cool. Put some stones on them to keep them extra. I just want to see how it handles, you know, whether the poles bend or whether the material tears or whatever. So yeah, I mean the only snag I got with this tent was the outside door zips jammed on me a few times, which I'm not too happy about, and you've got to really kind of wrench them and possibly break them. So that tells me that the zips are actually poor quality. I mean, I think the YKKs, but I don't know. They don't, you know, they don't feel like they're quality. So whether Naturehike is aware of that fact, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the only major snag with this tent. Outside zip to the door gets jammed. But yeah, so far, touch wood, so good. It's holding up. So I'm going to finish my beer. See you in a bit.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Still okay, nice and toasty. The wind has dies down okay, you know, for a few minutes, and then it just whoosh, bashes you again. But I'm okay, tent's still fine, no problem at all. I don't know whether we've seen the worst of Eunice, I think it is, Storm Eunice. Whether it's passed or not, but for the last few hours it's been horrendous, and the tent is still here, and it's what time is it now? 8:15. So yeah, still good. Obviously, like I'm saying, still very gusty. Whether it'll get up again, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, not scared much. Right. So what I wanted to ask you guys is get me boat. So I bought some hot rocks. I mentioned it in the last video. What are they now? Hot rocks by Carrymore. That's it, Carrymore. And the hot rock boots. And they were like a blue. I think I showed you them anyway, a few months ago when I first started. And they were about 60 quid, I think, 55, 50 quid, something like that. And they were nice initially, brilliant, you know, very comfortable, solid to walk with. But on the last wild camp, I went through some light muddy conditions and some bit of boggy terrain, and they leaked through there, through that bit, and I got soaking really. So these I've had probably about 10-12 years minimum. I'll show you these. These are my trusty Timberlands, but the sole has pretty much worn through. So I'm using these temporarily. Awesome comfy boots. So what I want, advice from you guys, willing to spend up to about £100. I'm back in work now, had my first week, which was brilliant. This week was fantastic. So yeah, I'm working for an electronics company, but I'll tell you about that later. So anyway, I want your advice, recommendations on a good hiking boot. It's got to be lightweight, waterproof and comfortable, and obviously around just above my ankle, to support my ankle. Don't want them too high. So about that is ideal. So put your recommendations that you think I need to look at. £100 max, and I'd much appreciate that. Cheers, thank you very much. And I'm going to get some tea on in a minute, so I'll bring you back. Right guys, turn you up a bit. That's it. There you see me. Right, tonight's tea. I've got my little pot set with me, the original Amazon, as in the last camp. Got my little hot thing with me this time. Don't know whether I'll need that or not, but hang on. So, yeah. The net off. That'll blow away. Got my little stove. I like this. It's cool. Pot stand. And wrapped in a nice cloth. Nice braggety cloth. Here's my jet boil gas. I find this gas really good. And then my pot. So, tonight's meal is another Wayfarer, because I like them so much. Oh, that's cold. That gas. Yeah, I like them so much. So the wafer I've got tonight is chicken tikka and rice. Wafer. Only focus. So that's what I'm having tonight, and I've also got an extra bit of warmth. Super noodles. Barbecue. Very like that. So I'll use the water that I boil this in to put in the pot of super noodles. Simples. And then yeah, it should be rocking and rolling. Oh, my hands are a bit cold at the minute. That's another thing you guys can advise me on down below. I have got some gloves, and I don't know what they are. I think they go outdoors. That's the logo on them. Oh no, it's not go outdoors. I got them from Sports Direct, I think. That's it there. Now they're nice and warm and they're double. Really difficult and tight to get on and off, especially on. Just really pull them, and that's at the. It's this thing here doesn't adjust. Well, it adjusts, but that's the maximum. So, and I haven't got particularly wide hands. So I don't know, 30 quid maybe on a pair of decent gloves. Recommendations below, please. Be very grateful. Right, that's that. Right, gotta find a bit of flat grain. That looks about right, I think. Let's just test it. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. So yeah, we'll get on with this. Pour the water in first. Don't do it when it's on the stove, because a bit of the balance. Right. I'm just going to guess at that. Put a bit more in. Yeah, I won't need that much for super noodles. That's the coffees. Later on and in the morning. Right, so let's get all the meat and everything down the bottom. That's it, press it down. There we go. And then we can put that in there to boil. And some more. Right, we'll put it on. Handles. Right, lighter. Shit, what can I do with that? Fell out. I'm terrible, mate, aren't I? Right, okay, let's get this going. Hopefully the wind won't be too much of an issue. There we go, do it on low first. Whack it up a bit. There we have it, folks. Hit me lighter, like that, it wrapped in there. Remind me if I forget again. Put that in my pot. I've also got these as a snack. chorizo. They're like pepperami type things, but the chorizo ones. 5-pack for about, I don't know, £1.50, something like that. I've had 2 already. 3 left. So that's them. Got some more beers there. Couple of new ones tonight. And the Old Faithful. So the Old Faithful is another different brewery from Ebden Bridge, Vocation Brewery. Life or Death. Life and Death. So that's that. That's a really strong one, that. It's about, what is it, that? 6.5% that one. Strong one. Then I got these new ones that I spotted. Can't fathom out the brewery on it. I'll give you the focus on that. You can. But anyway, it's called Gamma Ray, that one. Gamma Ray. And that one is, what's that? Another 6.5, I think that is. And then the last new one, same company, I think. This is only 4.3 session beer. Neck oil, this one's called. Neck oil. I don't know whether I'll drink all them tonight or not. Probably not. But then again, if this weather gets worse, I might need to get drunk. But anyway, how are we going that way? Where's my phone? Yeah, see, I don't think I've forgotten anything on this trip, which is unusual for me, as you know. Well, so far. I can't think of anything. I think I've got everything. But hey, awesome, eh? Awesome. So, I'll have me tea. Bring it back when it's boiled. I'll tell you what it tastes like. If it's any good. And we'll go from there. Right. Turn the air torch off. Yeah. So my food's ready, and I'm going to give it a go. What is it again? Chicken tikka and rice. Piping. A bit of a stir. Don't spill it everywhere, do I? Ooh. Oh, that is really, really good. Tell you what, Wayfarer had done it again. Lovely. Oh, that's great. Oh. Can recommend this one, definitely. Oh, it reminds me when I was 18, going on the old piss, the old pub crawl around Accrington, and then at 2 o'clock in the morning going to the curry house, Matala. Tastes a little bit like, brings back memories. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Really good. Warming me up. It's getting really cold now. I went out for little tinkle, half an hour ago. It's that cold, it took me 10 minutes to find me Todger. Well, that, my boys and beauties, is very, very nice. I haven't had a bad Wayfarer meal yet. They've all been absolutely superb, delightful. I've got some beans and sausage for in the morning, again Wayfarers, so look forward to that. And I'm going to have a beer with this now. Oh, so I've showed you the beers, I don't know which one to have. I'm going to have one of the new ones. I'm going to have the neck oil. See what that's like, yeah? I'll tell you what though. I can't see which brewery it is when we have my glasses on. But what I'll do, I'll let you know. I'll put links in wherever they are. Or not, if it's crap. If it's utter shite, I'll let you know. If it's good, I'll let you know. If it's average, I'll let you know. So, here we go. Neck oil. It smells very craft beery. Refreshing. Probably not too clever for winter, because it is refreshing, but summer, definitely a summer drink that. Yeah, very refreshing. Very light. Yeah, light and refreshing, that's what I'll say about that. It's a, taste-wise, I don't know, it's not got really any hint of anything in there. It's a session IPA, that's what it is. Excellent, yeah, palatable, that very, well, more than palatable, it's a nice beer. It's a nice session beer. So yeah, I'll find out what brewery that is, and I'll let you know. Anyway. Anyway, just a quick one. Oh, it's that time again, obviously. To let all you guys know that I really appreciate you clicking on my videos, subscribing, absolutely, all my Jackal Packers, love you to bits, every one of you. Love all your comments, as you know, I do interact with you, I do try to answer all your comments and reply to you. I'm now up to, I think, about 330 odd subscribers, which is great, you know, it's slowly getting to where I want it to go. I'd like to just get to that 1,000, you know, that'll be, I can get my little plaque or whatever from YouTube. I can get on my wall. Well, I could bring it with me, couldn't I? Because I don't imagine it'd be too heavy. But anyway, that's my target. So yeah, I want to thank you all, every one of you. And if you're new to my channel, thanks again for clicking and watching. And please, you know, think about subscribing, hitting the bell, and commenting and sharing and liking. That'd be awesome. You know, like I say, I really appreciate it, and it helps my channel. So you're cool, you lot, absolutely cool. Anyway, gonna finish my meal. I'll bring you back later. Woohoo! It is. It's bad now. And there's rain as well, so the tent's getting a really brutal, extreme test tonight. And so am I. I know I am warm, but it has been brutal. I mean, so far so good, the tent's still up to it. I just love the sound of rain on the tent. The wind. Yeah. It's been screen. It's not all the way yet, it's about 10 o'clock I think, in the evening. Tried to get a bit of kip earlier on, but no chance. Can't beat rain on a tent. Just great to be outdoors again, eh? Oh. Right, I don't bring it back folks, have a nice evening, and I'll see you in the morning. Well, hopefully I'll see you in the morning. If I've not blown down that hill. Anyway, it's all good fun, I hope you're enjoying it. Morning all. Good night's sleep. I woke up a couple of times, just due to the wind, that's all, and the tent touching my head because of the wind. Anyway, as you can see, the tent stood up really well. I did an excellent job in Storm Eunice. Really chuffed with it. I was a bit worried at one stage, it was bending in quite a lot, but as you can see, it's majestic is what it is. It stood up to it really well, so I can confirm that this tent is proper good. So that's the Cloud Peak, Naturehike Cloud Peak II. A great tent. Anyway, I'm going to get a brew on, and then I'm going to pack up. It's due to rain in about an hour. Yeah, something like that. So, I'm going to pack up and have a cup of coffee, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Right, as you can see, I've woke up to snow this morning, and it's freezing. But, as usual, there's where I've camped last night, as you can see. I've got my bag of rubbish there, take her with me, and that's my spot, just flat grass. So, I'm going to head up, back up there, and I'll probably speak to you from the car anyway, because it's a bit cold. And I've got my gloves on and I can't operate this camera that well. Okay, speak to you in a bit. Oh, that was boys and beauties. I'm back in the car. That was the toughest yet. That was the toughest wild camp yet by far. It's not just the weather. It's kind of like the cold. And the damp as well, and then you prep. I didn't prep well enough, to be fair. I didn't expect to be that cold and damp and wet when I got in the tent. but yeah, so I had to cope with that. My socks didn't dry this morning, so luckily I had a spare pair of socks up with me anyway. My boots were still wet,
or damp. So, but at least I had a fresh pair of thick socks to put inside them. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have a think on the next one. You know, that's extreme. Just organise a little bit better. Things like my gloves today. I needed them. I needed my gloves on today. But I've got a problem with them gloves. They're like an inner layer and an outer layer. And the inner layer, it's like you just can't get it. You just can't get your fingers in them. It's weird. Like I said, they weren't expensive, they're only cheap. But I'm gonna have to look at getting. They're really difficult to get on. And I put the tent away with them on. It was just really awkward. It took me about half an hour. So I'm looking for some new gloves. So any recommendations for obviously cold winter weather that I can still do things in, you know, like putting my tent away. Yeah, so it's just that really. But yeah, it's sorry, I've just on me. It was most enjoyable, really enjoyable, even though it was harsh. I super enjoyed it. I know, I'm crazy, eh? Anyway, listen, I'm gonna go. As you've seen, I've left no trace anyway. But as always, if you've enjoyed my content and the video and you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe and comment. Please comment, share and like. That'd be fantastic. I really appreciate it. And as always, when out in nature, take only pictures, steal only time, leave no trace. Nature will shine. Right, take care you lot and behave yourself, and see you on the next. Cheers.